Peace, beautiful people. It is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and I'm coming to you today with another video. If you like what you have heard on my channel thus far and you're not subscribed, can you please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube? I appreciate you. I make these Alika lessons from my own pain and realizations and wisdom that comes from my harsh lessons. So I only share them because I deal with the shadow self, and I hope that I can help you avoid the disaster that I went through in order to gain these lessons. So I am back with another Alika lesson, and this one is about taking in information. I am a reader. My mother has been reading to me since I was in her womb. And even when I got out, she was reading to me. And then when I got old enough to read my own books, she would give me assignments on health. She would give me assignments on positive thinking, where I had to read books like Back to Eden, and books like James Allen, Brian Tracy. So I have always been instilled with the concept of health and positive thinking, motivation, and even though I came and lived in the hood, you know, that was not supposed to be my reality. And I don't think it's we all think our reality into existence, but that's another story. This one is about taking in information. And so since young, I have been taking in information from the books. When we go to church, we take information in from the preachers and the Bible. And then when we get older and find our own route, if you're not Christian or you're still Christian, you're still taking in information. And so you can end up taking in so many perspectives of other people in your life and in your spirit, that when your own spirit is trying to communicate with you, you can end up having doubts about the information that is coming from your higher self. And so I have gotten to the point now where, even though I have amazing teachers, amazing people in my life that give me information, I am at a point now where I have to filter it and then take in what is good for my soul, and then also spit out, which that's what we should be doing regardless. But we take in so much, and then you have people who don't mean any harm, but they have an idea of what they think they are supposed to put in your life, when that might not be your reality. Your reality may be that you need to become disciplined with that higher voice within, so you can get different direction. And like I'm not saying that the teachers are horrible or the teachers are bad at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that we can listen to everybody else so much that we can start doubting ourselves, when we should be listening to ourselves first and then taking in the information from other people. But don't allow other people's perception of what they think they see on our life to change our direction and what is meant for our own soul. Because every soul is here with a different purpose. And so every person here has a responsibility to elevate their life. But they have a responsibility to also be obedient to the voice within their own self. Even though we are together and we should be communing and taking teachings from other people. People teach us a lot. But as you grow older, you have to learn to also be directed by your own soul and do the discipline that comes from your own soul, and also make sure that you are not making excuses for the discipline that is coming from your own soul, because you have made it easier to silence that voice instead of taking that voice in, and you'll take information from other people and other teachers that have a perception of what they see for your life. Was that a lot to take in? Because that was all downloaded. The reality is we have to listen to self too. We have to be able to take in the information from self and what our own soul is guiding us to do, because our timing to do different things in our life may not be on everybody else's timing. And so we keep trying to fit in the box of their timing and their concept and their perception, when in reality, we have our own soul, our own direction that is coming from our own soul. And we need to become more intuitive and listen more to that voice and its guidance and its discipline that it needs to put in place on our journey. And so while we take in the information, we can read the books, we can take the information from the teachers. And the teachers are dope. They're dope. This is not, what I am saying is not to take away from the teachers. But don't take so much in that you can't listen to yourself. And don't get frustrated with your teachers and everybody else when you can't listen to yourself and your higher source, your higher part of yourself, and identify who that is. And I'm not talking about the ego, because there is a difference. The ego is defensive all the time. The ego is very defensive. So anytime you find yourself feeling like you have to defend anything, that is ego. And I learned all of this through my discipline on my journey with my health, and my discipline on my journey with this liquidarian lifestyle. Because when I don't listen to myself, my higher power, when I'm not obedient to me, that's when I mess up. So I have to be obedient to me. Even if I have to pull time for myself to focus on me, I still have to be obedient to me first. Not my mate, not my family, no one. I have to be obedient to me. If my body and my soul is calling for me to take stillness within instead of giving all my time out, then I have to learn to be obedient. And I haven't done that. I have been going in all of these directions. But I promise this liquidarian journey is teaching me so much. And I haven't been perfect on it. I know last time I was saying I probably ate like 40 times. I think I'm at 50 now, because I done slipped a couple of times, you know. But I hop back on it because I get sick. And I believe, because I know a lot of people may think I'm crazy. I don't care. I don't know if y'all think that or not, but I have to cut that part out of what somebody else may think of this journey, because it's not normal. It's not normal for a person to just be on liquids. I get that part. But this journey has taught me so much. And when I clean my body out, I've done so well at cleaning my body out that when I decide to go against myself because I want to emotionally eat, then I end up suffering the consequences of my own actions. And that happened again recently, where I ate something because I wanted to emotionally eat. And I didn't even connect it to my emotions. I really just connected it to my emotions. But I was emotionally eating. But when I decided to eat, my soul told me, don't eat. Tony, don't eat that. Don't eat that. You're going to get sick. You're not going to feel good. I said, oh, well, if I eat kale, I'm going to just make some kale and corn, you know, and I should be okay. Because that was me overriding my higher self. But my higher self was like, no. If you're going to eat, then go eat some fruit. Eat some mangoes. Because that's the closest thing that's not going to make you sick. But we go against our own spirit, and instead of listening to that side of us, but we take in information from other people and their direction on our life, when we have our own code for our own direction. So who are you listening to? Take in the information from your teachers. You have wise people in your life, but don't take in so much where you can't be obedient to yourself. That's all I'm saying. I love y'all. Peace.